Hello, model railroaders. John back with the 16 by 8 river layout. It's been a couple weeks since I made any videos. As I mentioned in a couple earlier videos, I have been working on my basement, a bathroom in my basement, and the room that I used to make my trees in was never finished, and now I'm finishing that. So it'll be a nice clean environment when I start doing that stuff in that room. It'll be a great hobby room. Anyways, I did find time yesterday to go to a train flea market. And I've got so much stuff, I really didn't even need anything. But there's just some things I kind of, when I see it, I like it if it's cheap price. I'm going to kind of cover that right now. You probably notice all these little castings laying around. A guy who was selling these things, he wanted like a buck a piece for these things, and then the little ones you get like 2 or 3. So I grabbed $5 worth of these things, and I'm actually going to be just pretty much giving most of these to my friend, the guy who's got that big giant layout that you guys see me do shorts of. So that's what I'm going to probably do with most of these. I'll keep probably 2 or 3 of these, and I'll give him the rest. I have more than this as well. So then I bought a couple other things. I'm going to kind of zoom in here. I always loved the Wisconsin Central maroon and the yellow. I don't know a lot about it, but I just think it's neat looking, and the colors and things like that. I don't know much about the railroad, but I found these. These are kind of cheaper, little engines. You can, let me see if I can show you. You can kind of see the back. They don't have the number boards in them, but I'm going to put that stuff in them. This thing runs super good. And then I bought this GP40. That other one's a GP20. I bought this thing. This thing is really nice. The guy who had these, I mean, you can see how clean they are. This is a dummy. It is exceptionally clean and nice. I mean, it's got a little bit of dust on it, but for the most part, this is a really nice locomotive. I'm trying to show it in the picture. Sorry if I'm shaking a little bit, but it's exceptionally nice. I'm going to zoom back out, I think. There we go. That's better. So, and it's got all the number boards. It's actually got lights in it. I'm going to power this one up. It'll just run. It'll look like it's a locomotive parked but running. But I just love it. I think it's great. And both of these together were $30. They're both Atherns. As far as what series, I assume they're the Roundhouse Atherns, I think. I don't know. This one, I'm not really positive. This could be a little better one. This one here, I don't know. He's added detail to it because I'm sure it didn't come with the light on it. I don't know. And then the railings were all painted. The steps were painted. You put a plow on the front. It's nice. So, and then of course, as I've mentioned before, I love these high cube cars. I got both of these. I got this one and a BNSF one over here. I've got 2 others, but I got these for, gosh, what was it? He was asking 25 a piece, and he came down to 30 because he didn't want to carry them home. So he gave me both for $30, and they're new. These things are dust-free, new in the box. So I was very pleased with those. Kind of a little higher price than I like to pay, but that's just what it is to have stuff like that. Just a note, I still do have 2 BNSF locomotives, and I will always keep those. And I've got about a dozen or maybe 13, 14 BNSF cars. So, and then I think the best deal I got of the whole day, these jumbo plaster cloth rolls. I wish I would have seen the guy when I got there. I didn't notice him because it was so crowded. By the time I got there, he only had these 2 left, and they were $2 a piece. I just could not believe it. I can't remember how much they are new. I think they're about $15, $17, and then plus shipping if you buy them on eBay. He said he had 30 of them, and he said they went like crazy. Well, of course they would at that price. So I didn't, I'm keeping those, of course, for future builds. I don't need them, but I'm going to keep them. So, and then the other thing I got, this last thing, I got this little Chicago Northwestern, it's kind of a little cheapy little bay window caboose. I don't have any of the yellow ones, so I thought it'd be nice to have. I'm going to clean it up a little bit. It's a little dusty. This thing was $6. So being I didn't have one, I thought it was a good deal. So I'm going to post pictures of what was at the show so you guys can see a bunch of stuff. I mean, I just took pictures randomly of as many stands as I could. Believe it or not, when you go to those things, sometimes people, they don't like you taking pictures of their stuff. They get really paranoid thinking that you're doing something with it or going to steal it, I suppose. I don't know. But I had a few people say, no, don't take pictures. And it's fine. I won't. So, but I got quite a few. And I haven't gone to one of these things now myself since last, I want to say November. So, and I don't even think I posted anything on that one. I can't remember. And now there's one or two more left this year. I probably won't go because like I say, I've got so much stuff. I didn't even need none of this. I just wanted these things. I thought they were cool. And of course, you find deals like this. The one thing I will tell you this thing had, and you'll see it in the pictures, there was a serious amount of buildings there. And they were cheap. But again, I don't need them. If I knew people wanted certain things, I could get it. But I mean, there was so many of those things there. Buildings. I would be willing to say there was probably 200 or 300 buildings, good, bad, and crappy. And then there was some kits. So there's quite a few things at those things, them flea markets. If you guys ever get time to go to one of those things, they're well worth going, especially beginners if you're looking for stuff. But I'm also going to note the price of things has really changed over the years, especially the last couple of years. Everything's really gone up in price quite significantly. So, I mean, I'm not saying I'm cheap, and I just, like a lot of you guys, try to find the best deal you can. Excuse me. Excuse me, sorry. You try to find the best deal you can, and it just takes a lot of little searching and things like that. You might go to one of these things, you find these engines, by the way, if you look back and you've seen, I had some Burlington Northern GP40s I bought for $10 a piece. That was the same guy who was selling these, and for $30 for the pair. I mean, I don't think you could go wrong with that. So anyways, every now and then you find good stuff like that, but for the most part, I would have to say most things were kind of what you would expect to pay, if not a little more. And the buildings, though, are always, I think, a good deal, and I always feel like I should just buy a bunch and sell them, but then I don't want to get stuck with them sitting here. And then, of course, shipping them is kind of a pain in the butt, too. So anyways, that's all I got. Nothing new on my layout. I might do a little walk around video of that later this week. Even though I haven't done anything, I'm going to be doing some, I still got to fix my backdrop, update it. I had mentioned before in the last video that I was going to put some bigger mountains in, and some of the stuff was temporary. I have some bigger mountain pictures now that of the same mountains, just taller. I think they need to be taller for that scene. So I'll be doing that over the next couple weeks. But right now the priority for me is getting this bathroom mine done, and I got it all done and sheetrocked, and I did all the work. Now I just have to figure out taping. I've never done that, and I'm gonna probably give it a whirl. So, and then that other room that I'm building on the other side, where I did my trees, I'm going to do the same thing with that. So then one other little note, I'm going to just tell you guys, I bought I don't have it yet, but I will do a video on it when I get it. I bought a 7 1/4 scale Great Northern boxcar. It's actually being built by a company called Rail Life, I believe it is, on Facebook. And they do really nice work on their stuff. I've been talking with the guy for a couple months before I decided. They're not cheap. They're big. It's 5 foot by 16 by 22. So it's big, and they weigh 100 pounds plus. And I'm going to get about about 10 to, well, about 15 feet of track just to set it on. And it's going to go underneath my TV in my family room for now. So, and then once I get that, I'm going to probably make an attempt to build one myself. I think after seeing, once I see it, I think it's something I could do also. So anyways, that's all I got. Sorry it wasn't much with my trains. You know, like I say, we all get busy doing things. So, but for now, that's all I got. And again, thanks for watching, and send me comments. And I will, as always, I answer every one of them. Thanks.